Do you think you're living just fine in this modern city? With all the comforts, bright lights, and chill music playing everywhere? Think again. You might be in danger. Because there's something invisible, silent, and shapeless that's slowly damaging your health, little by little. You can't see it, you can't smell it, but you hear it every single day. It's called noise. From the honking cars in the morning, the constant hum of the office AC, the pounding beats at your favorite cafe, even when you're asleep, it's still there. So, what's the big deal? The big deal is this. Your body is reacting. Your heart beats faster. Cortisol spikes. Your sleep? Lousy quality. And the worst part? You don't even realize it's happening. Every single day. A lot of people think noise is just annoying, but science says otherwise. Chronic exposure to high noise levels can lead to heart disease, high blood pressure, and even cognitive decline. You might think, yeah, it's loud, but I live in the city, you get used to it. But here's the truth. Your body never really gets used to it. Sure, your mind might tune it out over time. That's conscious adaptation. You stop noticing the sound. But on a biological level, your body is still reacting just like it did the first time, and sometimes even worse as the fatigue builds up. Every time you hear a car horn, a jackhammer, or blasting music at a cafe, your brain instantly assumes something dangerous is happening. It doesn't know whether that sound is just urban background noise or an actual threat. Why? Because over millions of years of evolution, loud, sudden sounds were always warning signs of predators, thunder, or an attack. So, what happens next? When you hear a loud, sudden sound, like a car horn blaring right next to you, your brain reacts instantly. And the first part to light up is the amygdala, the part of your brain that processes emotions and detects threats. Think of it like an internal alarm system. Right after that, the amygdala sends an urgent signal to something called the HPA axis. Don't worry about the fancy name, just think of it as your body's stress command center. This system includes the hypothalamus, pituitary gland, and adrenal glands, and their job is to trigger your body's survival response. And then what happens? Your body switches into survival mode, just like our ancestors did when they came face to face with a wild animal. Your heart starts beating faster to pump blood to your muscles, getting ready to fight or run. Cortisol and adrenaline, the two major stress hormones, flood your system, making you more alert and responsive. Your muscles tense up, ready for action. The problem is, you're not fighting anyone. You just stepped outside and heard a bus honk at full volume. But your body can't tell the difference between a predator and a traffic jam. It only knows something's wrong. Get ready. So even if you're standing still on the sidewalk, your entire system is behaving like you're about to run from a tiger. Now, if this only happened once in a while, your body could handle it. But when it happens every day, every hour, from street noise, construction sites, office chatter, or your neighbor's TV blasting at midnight, your nervous system shifts into a state of chronic stress. You start feeling tired all the time. You snap at people more easily. You can't focus, you can't sleep. And worst of all, you have no idea why. So you blame your job, or the weather, or maybe you just think you didn't have enough coffee this morning. But sometimes the real culprit is much simpler than we think. It's just the noise around you. The World Health Organization, WHO, once released a shocking report. People living in high-traffic noise areas, like near highways, are at greater risk for cardiovascular problems, especially heart attacks and strokes. A study from Harvard University found something similar. Just living near an airport or a busy street, even if it doesn't feel that loud, significantly increases your chances of developing heart disease. Why? Because your body is still under stress, quietly, day after day. And what about sleep? I mean, sleep is supposed to be when you recover, right? Sounds reasonable. But here's the problem. Noise doesn't sleep. Even when you're deep in dreamland, your brain is still listening. A passing car, a sudden thud, someone walking by. Your brain detects those sounds and reacts to them, even if you don't wake up fully. As a result, your sleep becomes lighter, more fragmented, and your heart rate can spike unnaturally, even while you're asleep. Scary, right? You might be getting a full 8 hours of sleep, But if that sleep is constantly disrupted by noise, the quality of your rest drops significantly. Your body doesn't recover properly. Your brain can't process memories effectively, and you wake up feeling just as tired as when you went to bed. Over time, this mix of poor sleep and ongoing stress starts to take a serious toll, quietly. You begin to forget things more often. You lose focus. Your mood swings without warning, snapping one minute, feeling down the next. That's your brain telling you, I'm exhausted. And it's not just your mind. Your body feels it too. Your blood pressure rises, your heart races for no reason, and it feels like you're walking through the day with your nerves stretched tight. Worst of all, you start to feel empty. Nothing excites you anymore. Things you used to love now feel meaningless. That's an early warning sign of depression. And here's the scary part. It doesn't happen overnight. It's like tiny drops of water filling up a glass. At first, you don't even notice. But one day, it overflows. And you find yourself wondering, what happened to me? Did you know? The human ear can only tolerate about 85 decibels, and that's for a maximum of 8 hours. Go beyond that, and the tiny hair cells in your inner ear start to break down. And once they die, they don't grow back. Ever. Here's the scary part. You don't actually hear your ears being damaged while it's happening. Now let's put that into perspective. A bus horn, around 100 decibels. A passing train, 110 decibels. The sound levels inside a bar, an airport, or a construction site. Sometimes up to 120 decibels. And even just a few minutes of exposure at those levels, without protection, can lead to permanent hearing damage. What's worse, most of us live with these sounds every single day, without even realizing what it's doing to us. So, how do you protect yourself? The truth is, you can't wear earplugs forever, and you probably can't run off to the woods to hug a tree every time the city gets too loud. Though, hey, if you can, go for it. Noise is always going to be there. It doesn't care if you're on a deadline, trying to sleep, or just need a little peace to figure life out. But here's the good news. You can choose how you live with it. First, invest in your ears. A good pair of noise-canceling headphones can completely change your day, whether you're working, commuting, or just trying to focus. Second, play soft music or white noise to mask the chaotic sounds you can't control. Third, give yourself 10 to 15 minutes of quiet each day. Turn off your devices, sit in a calm spot, let your brain breathe, and finally, cut the noise you don't need. Turn off unnecessary notifications, limit your time with loud shows, TikToks, or action movies. Your brain will thank you. Cities will never be silent. And noise won't care if you're tired, overwhelmed, or just trying to hold it together. But you still get to choose. Stay caught in the chaos, or carve out a quiet space to retreat to. Have you ever felt like noise was messing with your health or peace of mind? Or maybe you found a great way to block it out, sleep better, or stay focused? Drop your experience in the comments below, because your tip might be exactly what someone else needs to find their own calm. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because we'll be back with more quiet moments that actually matter.